Okay, I was trying to do something. It didn't work out. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairun. Enemy subscribers. Alright, I was trying to do something funny. It did not work. Okay, I'm doing that shit. How you guys doing? No, we're gonna watch the stream, so just gonna yap. Just gonna act like someone's watching. Oh, how the fuck, man? And activities. Oh, money, Henry, some bitch ass nigga. Take my shit. Alright, thank you. Thank you. So I look kind of clapped right now because I just got out of the shower, so my hair is kind of clapped. You know what I mean? Clapped, clapped. That's my hair is. We are active, gang. Yes, sir. Ski. What's good, my boy? Denye and Bazi. So today, chat, the stream is all about recapping, going market forecast on EURUSD, and making one educational video, which is the form of drawn liquidity, which is the first one's going to be a counter range. So how is the counter range a form of drawn liquidity, right? I'm going to explain that as well. But first, we're going to go over the weekly market recap, right? Have I made a weekly market recap video yet? No. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing that as well. Yes, let's get into it. So starting off from there, okay, we're green. All right, we're set. Let's start this off. We're going to start from on Monday. Because you guys don't know, but Saturday, Sunday, it's like usually the most important stream, right? Yes, Monday through Friday we execute trades, but Saturday, Sunday is when we get the most knowledge, right? And people usually disregard this the most, right? They don't like that Saturday, Sunday stream, but these are the most important part, right? So let's get into it, right? On Monday, our box was obviously bullish, as you know. Monday's took out the CRT low. As I said in my weekly market forecast, that market should go soup out the CRT low in the daily time frame and go up high from here. And it did what I exactly told it to do. Market maker. Okay, never mind. That's not funny. Okay. But that's that. And as you guys know, throughout the whole week, we had the same buys, weekly IRL, right? From Monday through Thursday, we had the same buys, which was daily IRL to ERL, right? Throughout the whole week until Thursday, right? So if you put this down right over here, bearish ERL. As you guys know, throughout the whole week, our box was bullish. There was no short-term drawn liquidity to the downside. I was looking for a short-term drawn liquidity to the downside on Friday, because Friday we trade Mr. Reversals, but there was no daily context to the downside, right? The daily CRT wasn't enough because we had four drawn liquidity points to the upside, right, to the downside, right? So I was looking for a long set of shorts. And this is our fair value gap throughout the week that helped us with our bias. And let's get it. So you guys know from Monday, we had a Monday IRL to ERL, daily CRT to the upside. We're in discount area, so we want to buy. Once the discount area gets tapped, we're going to the daily range high. Our drawn liquidity is CRT high as well, right over here. So as you look at press, we had a model 1 confirmation, and our drawn liquidity is all over here, right? So you can see a lot of things are pointed upside. Daily IRL to ERL, right? Bullish. Daily CRT to the upside, bullish. Discount area got tapped, another bullish sign, right? We're going the discount area of the daily range got tapped, so we go to the range high, another bullish sign, right? CRT high is pointing all over here of the weekly time frame, another bullish sign. There's a lot of bullish signs rather than bearish, right? So I'm going based out of that, right? The more the narrative we have, the better. All right, fuck these glasses, man. These glasses are not helping me. I'm looking like a nerd here, bro. She's not helping me. Okay, so daily on the 4-hour time frame. On Monday, we took a loss. What? We took a loss. It was the perfect loss, right? We were looking for a near continuation. Found bullish. I want agency to make the low of the day. And in this case, he did make the low of the day right over here. I was looking for a continuation. And as you can see, we were right, but it was not going to be a perfect loss, right? I mean, you can never be right all the times, right? You have to go best out of probabilities. You have to go best out of RR, and you have to go best out of the long term, right? Long term, I expect to win. Long term, I have confidence in my strategy. Short term, you may be, saying downside, upsides, because, it's trading, right? You're never going to really know if it can be profitable the next month. You gotta know the next year or so, right? So with daily CRT, well, for CRT to the upside, we're looking for a near continuation. CRT low got purged. Our key level, we had an SMT diversion to call it a pair. In this case, but here we had an SMT diversion as well. So SMT right over here, bullish SMT. Once we had that, I was looking for a long. You look perfect to me, right? Look for a long. Our key level was the SMT divergence because he prevented the soup from happening. So once we got that, basically, all we're looking for is a model 1 confirmation. It was at 10:30 a.m. Boom. Stop loss right below the low. Market came down at the next candle and soup us out and took us hit our stop loss, making us have a loss, right? This loss was a perfect loss. We take the trade on Monday, right? So our take profit would have been this daily CRT high all over here, and this weekly, daily ERL as well as this weekly CRT, right? But if I were to take this trade, my drawn liquidity would have not been this CRT high. My drawn liquidity would have been all over here. So sort of been in the trade, but I would have definitely faced a loss, right? But if I were to take this trade right over here on London session, I would have held it till all over here, which is gonna hit drawn. It's gonna get hit next week. Trust me, it's gonna hit next week, right? So it was a perfect loss. You know what I'm saying? A+ setup. Just probability, just the market wanted to take us out because it's Monday and Wednesday we had CPI, as you know right here. Wednesday we had a CPI, right? So you wanted to just cool off a little bit until Wednesday. So Monday usually gonna be a worse day, right? So that's what happened. On Tuesday we had a near continuation. Tuesday was a perfect day, and this is the day we missed our setup, right? Because this day I woke up a little late, so I just missed out my setup. And let's get into this one, which is right over here. This candle. I was looking for a near continuation. Let's go to the daily. We had the same context in the daily time frame. Our drawn liquidity on this day was specifically this 50% mark of this daily CRT. Why 50% mark? If you were to hold this all to the daily CRT high, you would have faced a loss and you would have minimized your take profit. Why? Because the near continuation market, you're entering in a dangerous position, right? So market could definitely come back down and top you out. So that's why you want to be going over just at the 50% mark of the daily CRT because he has not been tapped yet. And you can see if you would have holded it, the CPI candle would have stopped your ass out, right? So we're looking long. We would have been looking for a long there. At 8 a.m. was where we had our entry over here. 8 a.m. we can for a new continuation. Usually want to trade around 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. or not before 8 a.m. candle because you're gonna face way more losses, right? Less probability on this era setup. Our key level on this was this, model 1 confirmation of this daily CRT key level. Right? There's hourly CRT for the continuation. Hourly continuation. If I'm bullish, I want the insertion or London to make a low there. In this case, he made a low there, so I'm looking for a near continuation. Right? So let's go to the 15-minute, 5-minute time frame for execution. Why do I go to the 5-minute and not 15-minute? Because it's time for alignment, right? And for our rule says if the CRT low does not have a legit low, we must look for a different purge of a low, right? In this case, CRT low did not have a legit low. Market came back down, purge that low again, right? Purge that at once. Guess what? Market went up. Oh, that's a model confirmation. Entered it long. Got to face a loss. Why? Because it's not a legit low. So market makes another low, swooping out that low. Then that low give us another more confirmation. And this right over here is a real model number 1. Right over here. Actually, it's not this one. Is pretty sure. I mean, you could say both here. It's this right over here. Enter long right over there. But on this one, you would have not been able to cover your spread though. If you were to trade this, you have to put your stop loss right over there to here because you can cover it at 2RR, right? Right over here, you're gonna cover at 2R. If you were to put your stop loss a little below it, you would have not been able. Actually, you would have been able to cover a spread there, but yeah, there's gonna be a 2RR. Eventually, your last and final take profit would have been the 50% mark. As I said before, if you were to hold this trade for all the way to the daily CRT high with a near continuation, you're going to lose, right? Simple as that. Why? Right? Why are you going to lose right over here? You're not going to lose. That's a break even. But guess what? Would you rather? You first of all, you have to partial over here. Second, you have to partial another here, and the last partial over here. Now you're leaving profits. You're leaving profits on the table, and those profits just got stopped out, right? This is not good, right? So you want to maximize your profit. You want to minimize your losses, right? In this case, you maximize your profit. How you maximize your profit? By usually simply using time and price. Time wise, you're trading in near continuation. So you're entering in a position where the market could high likely go stop you up because of danger zone, right? You're not entering at the low of the day, which is London session. You're not entering at the near the low of the day, which is London session, right? London session made London session made a low near the low of the day, right? Which is still good. If you were to enter a trade over here, you'll be fine. But if you're trying to enter a trade here, nowhere near the low of the day, you're going to get stopped out. You're gonna have a higher chance because at the low of the day, market doesn't want to go anywhere lower than that, right? At the high of the day, market doesn't want to go anywhere higher than that, right? So you're entering somewhere. You're entering the bottom of the day. You're entering the top of the top of that specific day, right? Basically, buying low, selling high, buying low, right? And I forgot to touch up my this right over here. I forgot to put my Discord. So anybody who's gonna join this live stream later on, you could just join the Discord, right? That would have there. If you would have entered that long, you would have faced you would have profited. But if you were to hold it all to the daily CRT high, you would have faced a loss simply because of near continuation in time, right? So now let's go to Thursday. I mean Wednesday. Wednesday there was no setups. I was looking for a long here on Wednesday. No setups. Market. My buys got invalidated before the trading session started. If I'm bullish, in this case, if I'm bullish, I want it should make the low day. In this case, it did not make the low day, it made the high day, right? If I'm bullish, I want London to make the low day. It did not make the low day, neither did it make the high day. It was a 5 a.m. candle, so you invalidated my bias. If I'm looking for a negative reversal, profile 1 or 2, the position highs or lows should be protected. In this case, they're not protected, so my bias is invalidated. There's a more high likely chance for me to pull out of the market. In this case, market never even offered as a setup. It just moved, it just moved without waiting here, right? So let's go to our next day, which was Thursday, right? We're looking for a New York reversal profile 1. How we're looking for a New York reversal profile 1? Because if I'm bullish, I want London session or adjacent to make the low of the day. In this case, not make the low of the day, the London session make the high of the day, right? So I'm looking for a New York reversal profile 1. Would you advise newbie not to trade before CPI? My boy, you could trade before CPI, PPI, NFP, CPI, but not before FOMC press conference. Don't trade the day before FOMC press conference, because the day before FOMC press conference, the price action is way ass here, right? Even with where was the last day? This day, there were Tuesday initially, the day before CPI. You still had a setup. Price was very clean, right? But on this, you would have not been a dumbass and hold it all the way to the CRT high, right? You would have been smart and just gone to 50% mark. Because 50% mark of the CRT is a drawn liquidity, right? The market could see if you were to hold it through CPI, you were gonna stop out. So the day before CPI is fine, before NFP is fine, before PPI is fine, but the day before FOMC press conference, not the minutes. The conference is the one where it's very difficult to trade because of the price action is gonna be answer. And the reason it's so important to not trade the day before FOMC press conference is simply because of interest rates and cut rates. When they do that shit, that affects the whole U.S. economy, right? So that will high likely happen, and that as well is a live thing, right? It will the FOMC press conference is already priced in, right? But the day before, it's people gamble, right? They gamble and they put their bets on for looking for longs or shorts, right? That's the best I can give you, brown boy. You could trade before CPI, PPI, any of those, right? But make sure when you're trading when you're trading before CPI, make sure you have your higher time bias correct. Make sure you guys have everything correct, right? So, yeah, keep that in mind as well. What about FOMC meeting? FOMC meeting? Can we trade before it? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You could trade the day. By the way, keep in mind, you could trade the day of FOMC press conference, right? Not the meeting minutes, not the meetings, not the minutes, right? You could trade the day. I mean, you could trade the day during meetings as well. During the meetings as well, you could trade. But what I'm talking about, the FOMC press conference, right? Where they talk about the interest rates and cuts and stuff like that, right? They could trade before any news because market doesn't care about the holidays, the news, CPI, PPI. They're already priced in, right? They're gonna go where the market wants to go, right? But for you to trade before CPI or FOMC, anything like that, right? But don't trade a day before FOMC press conference, right? But for you to trade, in order to trade beforehand, right? You need to have a good technical analysis, right? So you need to be knowing where will high likely market where will high likely market go in the long term. So once you have that, then you're allowed to trade a day before FOMC press conference or a couple hours before FOMC press conference, right? Not a couple hours. You could trade during FOMC press conference, a couple hours before it, but not a day before it, right? But during CPI, PPI, you could trade the day before it. You could trade during it as well because they publish at 8:30 a.m., right? But usually there's gonna be no setups for you to take. But you must have a good technical analysis, right? If you don't have a good technical analysis, you'll fail, bro. Because you're gonna lose more than your initial investment, right? So let's just say you're risking $500 and CPI spikes, goes against your direction, right? And stops you out, you're gonna take more than you actually lost, right? You're gonna be, instead of using 500, you're gonna lose like 600, 700, right? You're gonna actually even blow up your whole account because of that, right? So keep that in mind as well, bro. The only trade only trades before CPI or PPR or NFP or any news, right? Except FOMC press conference. Trade it, but you must have a good technical analysis, right? You must know where the higher time frame drawn liquidity is, right? In this case, the higher time frame drawn liquidity is bullish, right? Weekly CRT to the upside, with a monthly CRT to the upside, right? As I talk about in a higher time frame, even the 12-month time frame I talk about, right? 12-month CRT low got purged, we're going to 12-month CRT high, right? Oops, right? The 3-month CRT low got purged, we're going to 3-month CRT high, right? I've already been talking about this in my market forecast, right, for the past couple months now, right, for the past 2 months now, right? So yeah, you must know where the market will go high likely in a higher time frame, so like weekly, daily, monthly, right, in order for you to trade a day before CPI, PPI, or before FOMC. You could trade a day before FOMC press conference. I'm repeating it because I'm forgetting which one is which, bro. I'm saying. But yeah, that's the answer for you, my boy. And let's get to our next trade we had throughout this whole week, which was a win right over here. This is our setup. We're looking for a New York reversal. What are we looking for? A New York reversal. If I'm bullish, I want London Session to make the high of the day. I mean, low of the day, not the high of the day. In this case, it made the high of the day. So I'm looking for a New York reversal profile 1 AM accumulation, 5 AM manipulation, 9 AM expansion. How come did this candle right over here all the way close below the candle low? How is it still valid? Because this candle right over here below it, inside this candle, inside this range, there was a number 1 confirmation. So it's still valid. It's going to lower the probability of it working out, but it's still valid, right? So we're looking for a New York reversal profile 1. And why we're looking to go to the ERL only right over here is simply because we're trading through Thursday. Market will high likely not go to the higher time frame because market needs to close at a fair price. So looking for a New York reversal, you can see this is right over here. We're at a range as well. So once the low and the high gets met, we're instantly in a range. And we only want to execute once the range high, range low has been purged. In this case, range low got purged. So now we're looking to execute this trade right over here. And in this trade, we had multiple, multiple narratives such as classic expansion week profile 2, right? Monday low of the week. We had daily IRL to ERL, right? We had no CRT in this case. We had a weekly CRT to the upside, right? But we had enough narrative in a higher time frame for us to take this trade, right? On the 4-hour time frame, we had a narrative as range low got purged. You want to buy, but we're looking for a New York reversal profile 1. That's all we had, right? And we had a bullish auto flow. Market broke the share up. This was the last bullish candle that dug below this low that tapped the higher time frame key level. So once the market closed below this, looking to have a bullish auto flow, you can see rejected below the low, broke off the high. Low time frame total soup, broke off the high, right? Let's go to low time frame to execute this trade. 15-minute time frame, which this is the trade we took. And just right over here. Oops. PPI, this is the low that dug below the range low. So even when the CRT low gets purged, we cannot take a trade until the range low gets purged, right? Because ranges are one form of drawn liquidity. So in this range right over here, specifically this range is a bullish range, right? Our short-term liquidity is down here. Once the short-term liquidity is met, our long-term liquidity is right over here, and daily ERL and whatever, right? Like that. So boom, CRT got tapped, and we got a range low got souped. Model 1 confirmation is the one that dug below the low. Confirmation right over there. Model number 1. Boom. Take profit. It's not gonna be the 50% mark. Why? Because the only time you want to go for the 50% mark is during Thursday and Friday of the daily time frame, not the lower time frame. So it's take profits all over here to this high. Boom. The URL, and I got hit. And Friday we had no setup. We're looking for a new continuation. We had a Friday continuation instead of reversal because if I'm bullish, I want execution to make the low of day or Lenition to make the low of day. In this case, it did make the low of day, and we had a daily IRL to ERL. We had a daily classic expression profile too. But context to the upside or to the downside. So I was looking for a long, right? I was looking for a continuation instead of shorting here, right? And I never had a setup. Market instantly right when it opened, it instantly went to our drawn liquidity, which that could drawn liquidity could cause a bearish move to happen, right? You can see inside this CRT, it was a confirmation, right? This is not a legit high. So market went this right over here. The CRT high does not have a legit high. So market creates another legit high right over here, purchases out that high, gives you a Model 1 confirmation, and that confirmation is still working in your favor right now, right? If you were to take a trade, it would have been a little bit of profits, but this case, this would have been considered to me. I have no narrative to the downside. This to me would have been considered as a pattern trading, but you can see that's why it matters for us so much for us to know where our bias will get invalidated, knowing where to step back, right? So once the CRT high gets stabbed and we don't have an entry to it, we're backing out the chart. We're getting our hands out of the chart because this could cause a bearishness. In this case, it did cause a bearishness right over here, right? It's still if you were to enter the trade, you're still looking for shorts here. You're still been a trade. You would have been a little bit of profits, right? So that's why it matters for us to know when to back off, know when to our bots invalidate it, right? And that's that. Here's our weekly market recap. Let's make a video on this real quick, because I gotta make a video on this my weekly market recap right over here. Then we'll go off from there. But if you guys got any questions, let me know, man. I'll answer all you guys' questions. I will. I'll be delighted to help you guys. And let's get over to our video right over here. Weekly market recap of how I made 1.2K. We have one loss, one win, right? Let's go over it. And this trade, you can see the loss we had. I took it on my funded account, and that trade after I took it, fucking profit shut down. So I was like, okay, I mean, hey, that's saving me, right? So the next trade we had was this trade over here, which is the mess trade, right? And this trade right over here, we had a next trade right over here, which is this is the only trade we took, right? This trade I took it as well. I had a loss, but the profit literally shut down, so I'm not gonna count that. And this trade is the actual trade we took. I gave you guys the executions on my community notes. And let's get over to it, right? Let's go over to it how we ended up on a 1.2K gain on a brand new 50K challenge. I will pass it and give you guys get a payout and make a video on how I passed and how you can pass it as well and get a payout on challenges, right? So let's get straight into it. On Monday, we had a perfect long opportunity here. We had S&P divergence, right, with the correlated pair with GU. GU super this low, but EU did not side S&P divergence, so our key level got tapped, right? Because S&P divergence prevents from happening. We had a daily IRL to ERL, daily search to the upside. We're in this counter area, so we're going to daily range high. So our higher time frame drawn liquidity was bullish, right? So I was looking for a long. So I was green to look for longs here. I was looking for a new continuation here. It was a lower time for the execution. And on this trade, you can see we had a right time of the soup, which was between 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Market dug below it. It was the Model 1 confirmation. Eventually stopped us out. Why did we lose this trade? What was the lesson from this trade? I feel like it's simply because of it being CPI on Wednesday, so minus lower probability day. But regardless, you can see Monday made the low day, so it's still valid. In this case, it's just probabilities, right? I followed my rules. I accept the risk. I expected to lose. I trust, I trust on my edge on the long term, right? Because short term it could be wins, losses, right? We can go in drawdowns, right? When I lose, I feel nothing. When I'm wrong, I feel nothing. It's nothing personal, strictly business, right? So everything, psychology was good. Everything was good. Just that, good loss, right? A plus setup for me. It was a fantastic loss, right? I should have de-risked though on this trade. I risked 1%. I should have risked 0.50%. Why should I risk 0.50% on this trade? Simply because of SMT divergence, right? As you guys know, SMT divergence prevents from super from happening, right? So if I were to de-risk, I would have lost less, right? As you guys know. But the only time I care about SMT divergence, the only time I de-risk it is when the CRT low does not get souped, right? In this case, CRT low got souped, so I'm risking the normal size, right? So that's why I lost. And yeah, that was very good loss. Psychology was on point. Just a probability game, right? On Tuesday, we had a narrative here now. We had a classic trajectory profile 2, Monday low of the week. We had the same bias, right? We had a daily CRT to the upside, daily IRL to ERL. We had a weekly CRT to the upside. We tagged this. We're in a discounted area, so we want to buy, as well as discount area got tapped, so we're going to D range high, right? So when higher time frame drawn liquidity was bullish, the lower time frame we're looking for a near continuation. If I'm bullish, I want the extension or lunch to make the low of the day. In this case, extension made the low of the day, so I'm looking for a near continuation. And I had a near continuation right over here. And this day, the reason I missed this trade, I woke up a little late. I'm blaming myself on this, right? I woke up a little late. I woke up at 7 a.m. when I'm supposed to wake up at 5 a.m., right? 2 hours still matters, right? The 2 hours is a long time. I could have been on point and I could have known what I'm looking at. But on this day, this trade would have gone against my rule, right? Because you guys know my rules are governing my strategy. I have a strategy, and the rules governs it, right? I have a rules like fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna try to count. All right, I just started too hard, bro. No way. Restarting that. We restarted that. No way. I need to get shot in the face because of that, bro. No way. I just started so hard. Yo, can you do a weekly outlook on Nasdaq and gold? I'll do that at the end of the stream, bro. Not right now. At the end of the stream. I just started so hard, bro. Cause I'm trying to get him. I was trying to get my boy's quote right over here. I like that guy quote. He said that he literally, this right over here summarizes my whole thing, of what I mean, right? He literally said, or was it? You say right over here, you must have a strategy and the rules that governs it, right? Always trade the setup when it's present itself, not looking at the profits or of it can give or amount of loss. Go through ETF CRT Mastermind CRT Bootcamp. It will help. Don't be in a hurry. You just need to be ready, right? I was literally trying to get that quote, but yeah, shout out to my boy Chap, my boy Chris G. Shout out to him, man. That quote right there is a beautiful quote. You must have a strategy and rules that governs it, bro. That's a beautiful quote. But let's restart it. Actually, let me do your I'm saying, your NASDAQ, so I don't want to, I'm saying, get that done with NASDAQ. NQ, futures. On a daily time frame of the other push up here. Oh yeah, this chart is kind of, let's go back here, NQ to the right one. What's good, my boy? Pat, was good. Out of here, USX 100. Souped it out. We could go from a daily ERL on the way. Let's go to the weekly time frame. It's way more efficient here. Wait, that CRT has not been souped yet. Is it? Yeah, it's already been souped. I head over there, man. Let's see. We had a weekly CRT to the upside as the weekly CRT got purged, right? CRT low got purged. Look at the weekly CRT high. Boom, all over here. But another soup right over here. This is the first week of the month. Accumulation, second week, middle place, and third week expansion. Let's see from there on in. CRT low got CRT high. Eventually, now we could go from a weekly The futures Nasdaq is better for analysis. See Nasdaq futures. CMI, A-mini, Nasdaq futures right over here. This chart is kind of geek, my boy. I'm not gonna lie. But you have the same game here, the same game plan. This one has not tapped the CRT high. My boy, I don't trade Nasdaq or gold. I only trade EURUSD, right? But if you do the same analysis, you can get the same bots as me. Let me go back actually. Go to the other one. The other one's way more efficient here. Weekly CRT high got purged. We're going to weekly CRT low. I mean, the CRT has not been purged yet. So when the CRT high gets purged, we can go to the CRT low. Weekly ERL to the IL anywhere here. You can go to with this weekly ERL to IRL over here. But keep in mind, I don't trade Nasdaq, so I may have a little bit more different buys than you, right? So, because I'm a specialist to EURUSD only, right? I don't trade anything else but EURUSD and Forex, but in crypto, I fucking gamble. All right, let me stop doing that, bro. I recently gambled, but me and my brother gambled, right? We lost about, how much we lost? It was about 1,300, bro. Oh my goodness. We bought the Argentina coin, right? It plummeted, bro. We lost it. We lost 500 on that. Tweaking, bro. Hold on. So weekly ERL to IRL, weekly hits to the downside. Once CRT gets purged, we go CRT low. Daily, we have a daily ERL to IRL, right? We can purchase the CRT high of this thing and go back to the downside, which is daily IRL over here. So when the CRT high gets purged, we go to the CRT low. Boom. Yeah, that's what bias is, right? We could go basically get the drawing here. Brush, a curving path. What up, my boy Dumb Money? I also bought it. Oh my goodness, bro. So I'm not the only guy who got exited. I'm not the only guy who got exit liquidity, bro. Who became the exit liquidity. Oh my god, bro. My screen was moving so fast, right? I don't know why I bought it at Phantom. I should have bought it at the computer, right? Because I couldn't see my money, right? And eventually the market just plummeted, bro. Oh, it was like crazy. I bought at, I think at the top at 4 billion. I don't even know how's a 4 billion market cap, bro. I was like, bro, hey, I thought I could go like a couple billion here. I thought I could go to 8 billion cash out at 1x. That should just drop. What we could do is purchase CRT high, eventually go to CRT low, go from another. Actually, my long term is all the down here, right? My short term is down here. So daily ERL to IRL, we have a daily CRT. So CRT high can purge, you can go to CRT low. Weekly, we have a CRT high got purged, we can go to CRT low. We have a weekly ERL to IRL. That's my analysis. I don't got much, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It ran so fast. It ran too fast for real, bro. Oh my goodness. So I'm glad I'm not the only one who got raped. Oh my goodness, bro. Hey, we lost it together, bro. That's funny as that, dog. All right, that was funny, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, bro. I was like, at one point I thought it was up. Eventually, I saw it at fucking from 500 to 100 in less than a couple minutes. In less than a couple minutes, I'm like, bro, what's happening? I just eventually found out, oh, that motherfucker's rugging us. A country ragging me. A country rugged us, bro. A country, bro. Can't get enough of this. Can't get it. I can't get enough with it, bro. Oh shit! I did the wrong button. My speaking is kind of ass right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, chat. I mean, I just got a shower, bro. I don't know why I can't speak straight right now. I think I gotta calm down a little bit. Let me calm down. Now let's get to the point. Let's get to the weekly market recap, weekly market forecast, and some videos. This is my weekly market recap of how I ended up on a 1.2K gain. Let's go over the week. we took a loss on Monday. Tuesday was a missing trade. Thursday is the only day we took a trade, and Monday we took a trade as well. We faced a loss. Monday, I took the trade on my funded account. I lost on it, and the prop firm the next couple hours shut down for some reason. I was like, okay. I mean, that loss was like a risk free now, right? On this day, on Tuesday, literally I missed the setup because this trade literally went against my rule. So I thought it went against my rule. I set up some bullshit ass rule, right? Eventually, Thursday, the only trade we took were for a 2.5 RR, right? And this trade we took this trade we took this trade as well, but basically a risk free because the prop firm literally shut down. I don't know why. They probably ran out of business, right? So let's get into it. On a higher time frame throughout the whole week, from Monday through Thursday, throughout the whole, not even Monday through Thursday, throughout the whole week, we had a bullish bias, right? Weekly, we had a daily IRL to ERL, daily CRT to the upside. We're in discount area, so we want to buy. Market at the discount area, so we're going to daily range high. We had a weekly CRT to the upside. So our buys throughout the whole week, we had a bullish bias here, right? On Monday, we had an S&P divergence. We had a New York continuation, right? And let's go to the 50 time to execute the trade. Execution. Literally, we had a purge at the right time between 9 to 10:30 a.m. Had a purge, confirmation, and a stop loss out, right? What was the lesson out of the trade, right? Because you guys know for the weekly market recap, we have to go for our lessons, our improvements that we get on from the next week and forward on, right? This trade was a really high probability setup. Very nice trade, but the only thing we could have done here was done a DRX. Why would have we done a DRX on this trade? Simply because of S&P divergence. You guys know S&P divergence prevents from SUSE from happening. So I usually like the DRX, right? I like when the market sues out the liquidity, right? Versus when you're not suping out liquidity, because you can take out the old sellers or buyers, right? So we have that, and to me, I thought it was fine. I thought I was gonna risk that normal position. I thought it was fine because of this CRT low getting purged, right? And this is the only thing that did not get purged. The CRT low, which was the weekly key level, which was the key level, right? Which had a S&P divergence of the key level. So yeah, I should have de-risked when I'm present with the SMT. I should be de-risking. That's the only lesson we can have from this trade. But regardless, this was a perfect trade. When I lose, I feel nothing. When I'm wrong, I feel nothing. It's nothing personal, strictly business. I accept the risk. I expect to lose. I trust my in the long term, right? Losses are part of the process, right? So that trade was a loss. On Tuesday, we had a missing trade. We had the same buy to the upside, right? Same thing. We had a new continuation in this case, right? In both the 2 days, we had a new continuation. On this day, I was looking for a long here. I got an hourly candle where you can see new continuation. 7 a.m. accumulation, 9 a.m. manipulation, 9 a.m. expansion. On this day, I thought this trade went against my rules, so I did not take it. I was awake during the execution. I did see the execution happen, but to me, I thought this went against my trading rules, right? Because I said I should not be trading the day before. I should not be trading before 9 a.m. unless it's a New York reversal or unless I'm in presence of a 4-hour CRT. In this case, I was not in presence of a 4-hour CRT. So I couldn't take the trade because as you guys know, you gotta be disciplined to your strategy, right? To your rules. So I didn't take the trade. So basically, missing trade. Eventually, found out that rule is a bullshit rule because a near continuation could happen at 8 a.m. Right? It happened this time. It happened once right over here, which happened at 8 a.m. You can see our last previous trade we took a while ago right over here. Actually happened at 8 a.m. as well, right? So the continuation could happen between 8 a.m. So I basically took that rule out of my trading rule and just primarily, if I'm looking for a new continuation, I could trade at 8 a.m. right? But I must be a presence of 4-hour CRT or hourly CRT. So that is that. And our take profit one would have been this right here was offered as a 2RR. Take profit two would have been this 50% mark of the daily CRT. Why the 50% mark and not the CRT high? Because in new continuation, we're not buying at the daily. We're not buying at the daily time frame low or daily time frame high. We're buying at the dangerous spot. So want to get in and get out quick, right? So that was that. On Wednesday had no setup. CPI came bearish, right? But the same context with upside still. And this day, my bots got invalidated, so that's why I was looking for another trade. Because if I'm bullish, I want Asian or lunches to make the low of the day. In this case, it did not make the low of the day. Neither did they make the high of the day. So if I'm looking for a New York reversal, I want Asian highs or Asian highs to be protected. In this case, it was not protected, so my bots was invalidated, and I'm not looking for another trade. I'm gonna stay risk off, right? On Thursday, we had a setup, same boss here again. In this case, but we just did not have the daily CRT, right? But everything else we did have, right? We had this ranges, right? Market made a high, market made a low and a high. So once we're in this range, which is relative to the market price, we cannot buy or sell within the range. We can only execute once the range high, range low has been purged, right? So I can only execute once the range low gets purged. And we had the same bots in our higher time frame, daily IRL to ARL, daily classic investing profile 2, right? Because right after Monday, on Tuesday, I was like, okay, this could be a classic expansion profile 2, right? Monday low of the week, and we're tapped the discounted area, so we went to the range high. So a lot of nature to the trade, right? You can see throughout the whole week, market went up because this is the second week. Second week of the monthly open high low close constant. The first week was a manipulation. Second week is going to be a expansion, right? Why are the candle here expanded? Because manipulation, expansion, right? Simple as that. Of the monthly higher time frame, which is the weekly time frame, should be expanding, right? So that's why the adrenaline liquidity that's why the market was just going one-sided area throughout the whole week, right? And on Thursday, our trade right over here, we're looking for a New York reversal as well. Why are we looking for a New York reversal? If I'm bullish, I want the Asian to make the low of the day or lunch to make the low of the day. He did not make the low of the day. He made the high of the day. Lunch made the high of the day. So I'm looking for a New York reversal profile 1 AM accumulation, 5 AM manipulation, 9 AM expansion. You can see you can see right over here. It looks like he got disrespected. He did not get disrespected. We had a confirmation inside his model 1, and we had an entry, and so it's still valid. It can be a lower probability because it did not close inside, but it's still valid because of the model 1 confirmation. Our order flow was bullish. You can see right over here. There's the last bullish candle that tapped the higher time frame key level. So I'm gonna close above it. And you can see right over here. So reject below the low, broke over the high, lower time frame total soup, broke over the high, right? So that was our setup. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame for the execution. And this is I posted the execution on my community notes if you want to go check it out. This is the last low that helped it tap the range low. Let's tap into the range low. Eventually, confirmation, entry right over here, stop loss right over there, and take profit 1, take profit 2, 150% mark. Simply because it's not a daily CRT or a weekly CRT or a monthly CRT, right? As well as why do we go to that ERL only? If we're gone to the CRT high, we'll face a loss. Why? Simply because it's Thursday, right? Thursday, market needs to close in a fair price. Friday needs to close in a fair price. So going for a unrealistic take profit will highly likely, make you minimize your profits and make you potentially have a loss, right? Because you're too greedy, right? On Friday, we had the same setup here. We had a new situation. If I'm bullish, I want Asian or lunches to make the low of the day. In this case, Asian made the low of the day. Had the same everything. And right over here, CRT high got soup. So it invalidated my bias. If I'm bullish, I don't want the CRT to get sued first. I want the CRT low to get sued first, then go to CRT high, because CRT high could cause a bearishness to the downside, right? And that's why, because my boss literally got invalidated, right? And if you were to look for a trade after this, you would have faced a loss. I mean, you would have not had no interest here, but this is why rules are very important, right? Where the CRT high, which is against your your bias, gets tapped, you should back off the trade. You know why? Because you could cause a bearish to the downside and eventually stop you out, right? If I'm looking for a new situation, right when it closes above the 5 AM candle high, is considered to be a new situation, right? If I'm looking for a new reversal, in this day, I'm not looking for a new reversal because I had no narrative to it. But people were looking for a new reversal. This would have been a bearishness to your downside. This would have been a bearish setup for you, right? But one confirmation right over here and it's getting respected. You would have been a lot of profits. That's why it matters so much for your rules for you to follow your rules. This right over here literally says, okay, my bot's invalidated. I should be out of the market. I'm gonna chill, right? If I were to be in risk on, I would probably face a loss. If I were to like literally long this fair value gap, it would have been a loss. Why? Simply because knowing not knowing when your bot's invalidated through using CRT, through using, time, which is basically daily profile, weekly profile, whatever, right? So yeah, this is my weekly market recap on how I ended up on a 1.2K win. What were the lessons from this week? What were the lesson and improvement that we can take on from the next week and on forward? Is when dealing with SMT divergence, first is when dealing with the SMT divergence, I should be de-risking, right? Even with the key level, I should be de-risking. But in this case, I did not know, right? Because the CRT low got purged. Because the only time I care about SMT divergence, which is only when the CRT low, right? CRT low or CRT high is not being purged. That's the only time I de-risk with the SMT divergence, right? Other than that, as you like to stay on the normal risk. But when dealing with SMT divergence, I should be de-risking, and I should be waking up 5 a.m. regardless if it's a new situation, regardless if it's whatever the day it is, right? I should be waking up 5 a.m. regardless of a new reversal or new situation. Because new situation usually happens at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Right? That's when new situation happens. But regardless of that, I should be waking up 5 a.m. And yeah, and what's the next improvement is. That's it, right? My psychology throughout the week was fine, was fantastic, right? I followed my rules. That's all I care about, right? Accept the risks. I expect to lose. I trust my hands in the long term. When I lose, I feel nothing. When I win, I feel nothing. When I'm right, I feel nothing. When I'm wrong, I feel nothing. It's nothing personal, it's strictly business, right? This is my weekly market recap. Thank you for watching. Join our Discord, link description down below. Peace out. My bad, chat. I literally was making a video, so I couldn't respond to you guys. Chats. Thanks, my brother. No problem, my boy. And now let's go over the weekly market forecast of this. Right over here. Weekly market forecast of EURUSD. Boom. Weekly market forecast of EURUSD, where I do my higher time frame analysis, knowing where the market will go in a long-term basis, right? This is for EURUSD, GPUSD, and DXY because they move correlated and negative correlation as well. So I'm all gonna be doing EURUSD, but your homework is going to be doing the GPUSD and DXY, right? I don't know if you feel like it, but you should do it. Saying why not? On the 12-month time frame, CRT low got purged. We want to go to the CRT high. On the 3-month time frame, CRT low got purged. We want to go to CRT high right over here. On the 3-month time frame, what else do we have here? We have a 3-month CRT low right over here as our key level. That's CRT low. I mean, this CRT low right. Basically the CRT right over here as well, right? This sell liquidity is our key level right over here. Monthly time frame, monthly CRT low got souped. We're gonna go to CRT high, right? Our first round liquidity is gonna be this right over here, right? And our second round liquidity right over here. On the monthly time frame, what else do we have here? Monthly time frame souped out a low, then souped out a high. Now we have a stable low, stable high right over here. Daily range, where we tap the discounted area. So once the market taps the discounted area, we want to go to the daily range high, which is all over here. We're going from monthly IRL to ERL, especially a discounted IRL to premium ERL, right? Because here went from a monthly ERL to discounted IRL. Why not this one? Because in premium, we're going to this one because IRL, right? It's a discount, right? So monthly IRL to ERL, right? We market tap the discounted area in a monthly time frame. We're going to the daily range high, which is over here, which is leading all the way up to the 12-month CRT high. Let's go to the weekly time frame. We're gonna be doing a recap. So if you get confused, don't worry, right? We are in the weekly time frame of a weekly CRT. Weekly CRT low got souped, so we're gonna CRT high. Once the CRT high gets souped, I'm gonna go to this CRT high right over here, all over here, because first week is accumulation. First week is manipulation. Second week is expansion. Third week, first week of this open high low close concept of monthly time frame. First week was a manipulation. Second week gonna be expansion. Third week is gonna be another expansion. Why? Because the CRT has not been met yet. So third is gonna be expansion. The fourth week probably gonna be a retracement, right? So that's that. We have a weekly CRT to the upside. We go from weekly ERL to IRL. This R got tabbed and this R got inverse. So we go from a weekly ERL IRL to ERL, which is basically weekly ERL to IRL's algo inverse. We're going to the high that creates IRL, which is all over here, right? To the monthly CRT high. Daily time frame, what do we have here? Daily, we could potentially go from a daily IRL right over here. You can see market went from a IRL right over here to ERL. This ERL got stabbed, and eventually from ERL back to IRL, which is IRL right over here. From this IRL going back to ERL, right? Which is pulling all the way up to the weekly CRT high. And yeah, next week I'm looking for longs, right? Let's do a whole recap. CRT high to the upside on a weekly 12-month time frame. 3-month time frame, CRT low got soup. We're going to CRT high. 3-month key level. Monthly discounted IRL to premium ERL. Market tell discounted place for the daily range. So now we're going to daily range high at the drawn liquidity. We have monthly CRT to the upside. Another monthly CRT to the upside right over here. So our first drawn liquidity is going to be over here. Once this gets met, our second drawn liquidity is going to be here. This gets met, our next drawn liquidity is going to be over here. When this gets met, our next drawn liquidity is going to be all over here. When this gets met, our last drawn liquidity is going to be all over here for the here. Weekly, what do you have here? We have weekly CRT to the upside, weekly ERL to IRL is algo inverse. We're going to high that is IRL, which is all over here. We have weekly CRT to the upside, weekly right over here. You can see we have more confirmation. First week of the open high locals concept of the monthly time frame is going to be a accumulation. In this case, it's going to be a manipulation because you had an accumulation again right over here. Manipulation, expansion, another expansion, another retracement to the downside, right? As I said before in my last video, we should definitely be having that. I said in my last video in my last market forecast video, I literally said this, right? First week gonna be manipulation, second week gonna be a load expansion, third week gonna be another expansion, and fourth week gonna be retracement, right? So we're gonna have 2 expansion weeks, and last week gonna be a last week of the month. The time frame is gonna be a retracement, and that's that. So a daily time frame, what do we have? Daily IRL to ERL. And this is my weekly market forecast. Our prediction, our anticipation throughout this past 2 months has been excellent. We have had a 100% accuracy. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. I'll see you guys on my Discord. Link description down below. And that's that. And now let's go over our last video for the day, which is going to be a what it's gonna be? I forgot what it's gonna be. This is gonna be a candle range drawn liquidity. Forms of drawn liquidity. You guys may have heard of drawn liquidity, but you guys may not heard of the forms of drawn liquidity. Our last video we talked about forms of drawn liquidity. I gave you guys 5 types of drawn liquidity, being candle ranges, equilibrium of the daily range higher, daily range low, higher time frame key level, which is your IRL to ERL, right? Your higher time frame. And you guys mainly use IRL to ERL. That's why you guys fail, right? That's why you guys get a lot of losses, right? Because that's why you guys see the IRL to ERL eventually it resets, right? So that means it fails, then makes another IRL to ERL, right? So the reason that happens is because you don't know the other 4 types of drawn liquidity. In this video, we're going to be going over the CRT draw on liquidity, right? CRT is basically the candle ranges, right? It's one form of drawn liquidity. How? CRT inside the CRT, it has its own MMXM, which is the real MMXM, right? The CRT high, CRT low, that's the original consolidation. He has his own not bias. He has his own narrative. He has his own drawn liquidity. He has his own what's next, right? So it has a lot of intricacies, right? So what is a candle range? Let me show you guys. Let me get a drawing here real quick. Right over here, market makes a high, makes a low. At this high of the CRT of the candle range, there's a original consolidation, right? Market makes a low. Right over here, original consolidation, another consolidation right over here, another one right over here, right? All you gotta care about is the original consolidation, which is right over here, which is the CRT high. Market will make a CRT, which is the candle range theory, eventually purchase the CRT low, it goes to CRT high, right? Make some, move up to the upside, purchasing out the CRT high, which is all over here, right? That's basically CRT. Now let's go over and show you guys in the market, since the drawing is not enough. Go to the weekly time frame. This right over here is a weekly CRT, is a form of drawing liquidity. This right over here is a CRT. I'm just gonna go back and chart and show you guys right over here. I will show you guys in this live market as well. I'm gonna show you guys live market. Don't worry, don't trip out, don't trip out. CRT right over here, CRT logout soup. This is scanner range theory, right? It's a CRT manipulated, and it has another manipulation because as you guys know, the short-term drawn liquidity is a long-term drawn liquidity, right? CRT logout soup. Your first drawn liquidity is gonna be CRT high. Second drawn liquidity is gonna be CRT other CRT high right over here. First drawn liquidity, second drawn liquidity, right? And they both get met. And keep in mind that 50% of the CRT is a type of drawn liquidity too, but the only time you should care about the 50% mark of the CRT is when you have a daily CRT or weekly on the 4-hour time frame. Don't worry about it, but the daily or higher time frame, the 50% mark of the CRT matters a lot, so keep that in mind as well. And right over here, I'll give you guys another example. This current week where we're on right now, CRT right over here, accumulation, manipulation, expansion. So CRT, manipulate, super CRT low, we're going to CRT high. It has not hit a CRT high yet, but you definitely will, right? Go to lower time frame, show you guys a daily time frame type of CRT. CRT logout soup, expansion, getting the drawn liquidity, right? So this is another form of a not a form of CRT. I mean, this is a candle range drawn liquidities. Drawn liquidity, the CRT logout soup, and your drawn liquidity becomes a CRT high right over here, right? So you're gonna give us let me give you guys my example. CRT high got soup. Your drawn liquidity becomes the 50% mark first, then the CRT low, right? Boom. In this case, why do you not care with the 50% mark of the daily CRT? Because of the higher time frame. Weekly CRT high got soup. You're going to the weekly CRT low, right? In this case, why are you not going for the 50% mark at the drawn liquidity? Because the higher time frame is bearish as well, so you're more confident on this bearishness, right? CRT high got soup or CRT low, right? You can see right over here. There's another. I can give you guys another explanation here as well. The next explanation give you guys. We had a bullishness here. Right over here, CRT high, CRT low got soup. Why did the CRT high not get met? Because it goes ahead against the higher time frame, so your drawn liquidity becomes the 50% mark of this CRT, and you're gonna have to use time as well. What is the time here? It's Thursday, so Thursday needs to close in a fair price. So don't expect for a big move to the upside or downside to happen. Just go for the 50% mark as your drawn liquidity. 50% mark is met. Eventually, you can see market goes back down, going for the higher time frame drawn liquidity, which is the weekly CRT low. Give you guys more example. Example right over here, CRT low got soup. Drawn liquidity becomes a CRT high, right? Short-term drawn liquidity, long-term drawn liquidity, right? Even the daily time frame has a short-term drawn liquidity. The weekly time frame has a short-term drawn liquidity and long-term drawn liquidity. The monthly, the weekly, whatever time frame, they all have their short-term and long-term, right? Short-term, long-term, right? I'll give you guys more example. CRT high got purged. CRT low. This is one out of 5 forms of drawn liquidity. Candle ranges. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys on my Discord. It's just simple, right? Not complicated. And I'll see you guys inside the next video. It's gonna be about the ranges type of drawn liquidity. See you guys later. Peace out. And you guys like that? That's simple as that, man. You don't like that, chatter? But yeah. I see you guys later. I mean, the video can be published, by the way, so don't worry, chat. The video is gonna be published. The videos are gonna be published very soon. And yeah, this is gonna be we did a weekly market recap. We did a weekly market forecast as well. We did a video about the counter ranges, right? So yeah. And keep in mind, those who have not watched the ET Free Mastermind CRT Bootcamp, go ahead because it talks about the shit to join the community, launch to join the community, right? I had a smooth learning experience. So I see you guys later. Peace out.